Hi, so today is June 1st, 2020, which means it's been over a year since I started this series of me recording myself playing BFDIA 5B without any edits because I'm lazy. I got to level 46 in the last video, and there's only 53 levels total, so I only had 7 left to do. I was very close to the end, and in this video I'll try to just finish it off. But what happened was, a few weeks ago, I cleared the cookies in Google Chrome, and I forgot that meant that I would also lose all my progress with 5B, which ended up happening. So I was really bummed when I loaded up 5B today and I saw that everything was empty. It was a clean slate. But it wasn't really that bad of a deal because it only took me 31 minutes to go through the first 45 levels. Which I did not record because, you've already seen me play through that. But I also ignored all the win tokens because in the interest of time, I was trying to just zip through these levels ASAP. The only exception is level 15 because the win token's literally right here. It's so easy to get. In fact, let me try it right now. Ooh, got that win token. See, that's how easy it is. But besides that, I just didn't bother, so whatever. Now, I recorded myself playing through level 46 and then 47, but then I spent a lot of time being stuck in level 47 because I was trying to get the win token in level 47. So I kind of canceled that take and I'm re-recording it now. But I'll play through level 46 again, which is actually, it's not going to play the dialogue, is it? Which is really... Oh, it is. Okay, cool. So we don't lose anything because I can read the dialogue again. Oh no, like more people, stay away. They look. I can't do Ice Cube's voice without sounding like X, so I'll just sound like X. They look nice to me. Yeah, well, so did Lego Brick. OMG. Okay. Hey, who are you three? I don't know how to talk like Book. I just can't do it. First, let me ask, who are you? Some Lego brick... No, this doesn't sound good. Sent us into a dungeon. I don't want you to do the same. Oh, Lego did that again. Don't mind him. He's a great guy, but... Invalid character! That's supposed to be an ellipsis right here, but I guess it just couldn't load that character for whatever reason. A great guy? He threw us into, like, a dungeon. But he has a fear of dying. If you don't upset him, he'll be nice to you. Let me move this cursor out of the way. What about you two? Who are you? I'm Waffle, and this is Toon. Toon doesn't talk much because invalid character. Blah, blah, blah. Like, OMG. I don't care. Just tell us how to get out of here. Match, be nice. The only way to get out of Evil Leafy is through her mouth. To get there, just keep going eastward. Okay, thanks, bye. One thing I mentioned in the previous take was that I feel like "K thanks bye" is a phrase that people don't really say on the internet anymore, which I guess just shows how much things have changed since 2013 or whenever I made this. Okay, so that's me beating level 46. So if you're using this as a walkthrough, which you shouldn't, there's the answer. And then I'm going to move on to level 47. I was also mentioning in my previous take that I really liked this level. Oh. Bye, guys. That didn't play last time. Huh? Oh, bye. Oh my god, stop talking. You're always welcome back here if you want. Hey, Icy. Does the sky seem redder to you? Okay, that's my book impression. No! Whatever. Yeah, I like this level because we spent so long stuck underground in a dungeon that the sudden exposure to the sun and the freedom of no ceiling above you, it just feels refreshing. Like you can almost feel the wind flowing through your hair, you know? By the way, I'm going to try to get the win token in this level because it's... At least the way I intended to get the win token, it's a pretty long ordeal, so I think it would be pretty cool to show you what that would be like. So the first step is to change the direction of the conveyor belts, like that. And then I have to get both characters. I need to do a kind of jump toss move, I think. So how do I do this? How do I do this? Ooh, I can't figure out the right time to go across. Oh my god, I almost died. Did you see that? Okay, so now Max is going to be the runner and tosser, and then Book will be the projectile. Okay, so go. Oh, darn, I messed up. Okay. Get over there again. Yeah, so I really like the openness of this level, and also this level doesn't really give you instructions for how to beat it. I mean, no levels in this game really do that, so that's why it's so mysterious and hard to understand what's going on. But this level especially just feels like there's like objects all over the place, so you really have to figure it out as... Oh, darn it. You have to figure it out as you go. There's lots of things to tinker around with. Yeah, there's also UFOs in the background. Do you see them? They're right here. It's kind of spooky. Anyway, let me give this a second shot. Okay, here we go. Nope. Okay. The frame rate's a lot lower when I'm... Okay. I think I have to wait longer before throwing. Yeah, it's always hard to know whether I need to wait longer or shorter to maximize the throw distance. I jumped too early. My goal, by the way, in doing this is to pick up Toon, because Toon can work as a meat shield later for Book to, you know, when she needs to get the win token, she's gonna have to hit a laser lightning ceiling, and Toon can be a meat shield so that Book doesn't die from that. Ooh, okay. Focus. Calm. Nope. That was not calm. Okay, yeah. When both Match and Book die, Ice Cube cannot recover them. So that's actually a game over, which is extremely stupid. Ice Cube, why are you so incompetent? Ugly face. Waste of space. Like there. Yeah, oh, that rhymes. Ugly face, waste of space, Ice Cube, get out of this place. That was supposed to be like a rhyme, but the like rhythm didn't quite match up. Oh, I forgot to switch the direction of the conveyor belt. Okay, we're gonna do that. It's right here. Yeah, so another thing I wanted to mention, it's hard to get out of this like... What do I do? Okay, no, I know. I'll just wait here. Yeah, easy. That's a safe spot to wait. Yeah, so... Okay, let me just get this move done, and then I'll talk a little more later. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now when Book's up here, he can... Or she can toss out these characters. Waffle, get out of here. This is not a Waffle House. Toon, that's who I really want, because Toon is small and like she can protect me. So okay, what I wanted to say was, yeah, Toon, I really don't want her to die because then I have to go through this whole process again. We need to get both Book and Toon to the very lower right of this level. So in order to do that, we're gonna go like, boom! This jump's always really hard for me. I feel like there's only 1 or 2 frames of wiggle room here. There must be a better way. I don't know why I made this game so punishingly hard. I feel like I thought back then that the more time you spent playing a game, the more fun and more content you were getting out of it. So that meant that if a level took you twice as many attempts to beat, it was twice as fun. But now I know that's definitely not true. And they probably knew it back then as well, but I was just so excited to make a BFDI game, I didn't really take it seriously. Yeah, so the topic I was discussing earlier was that I haven't really been into game development ever since Flash kind of faded into obscurity, because I guess since I grew up making Flash games, I feel so attached to that kind of stuff, you know? And it's hard for me to learn anything new. So like, this game came out in 2013, and I feel like it's the kind of the peak of what I'm able to make in Flash. And then I guess I made Elemental 3 in 2016, but that wasn't really a game. That was more of a social experiment, you know, crowdsourcing the decision of elements. Okay, there's got to be a better way to do this. I was able to do this before, so I know it's possible, but... And also, like, it's better to do this with Book because she's wider than Match because she's narrower, so it's, like, easier to land. Why can't I do this? It literally takes, like... Anyway, so I made Elemental 3 in 2016. Go Lad was also around that time, maybe it was 2017. And then Loop Over 2018, I guess. There's another game in there, I think. But those were all quite minor projects in my opinion, and I didn't really put my all into maintaining them. But I kind of want to get back into it now. And part of that is because, you know, I guess I also make YouTube videos, and that's been like the main way people have known about me. But I feel like YouTube videos are so ephemeral, as in I make a video and it's 10 minutes long, and then the viewers will watch it for 10 minutes. Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, can't mess the... Okay, can't mess this up. Okay, so I also struggled with this because Toon gets stuck on the edge. And, like, that makes it very hard to get in here. But then if I go, like... If I can slide her in, that would be really nice. But then if she touches the fire, she burns. It burns, burns, burns. Oh, go across! Okay, okay. Now watch this, watch this. Yeah, do you see that? If I did that without Toon, Book would hit the lightning and die. I can't believe I actually got that to work because the last time I tried that, it took me like 10 minutes. Anyway, you saw me get that win token. I'm so smart. Okay, yeah. That was quite impressive. Okay, so now I definitely don't want to die because then I have to redo all of that. But anyway, I want to get back into game development because YouTube videos, I make a 10-minute video, people watch them for 10 minutes, maybe they like it, maybe they don't, and then it kind of just vanishes. You know, the benefit and excitement over it is over, which is fine, that's the way videos should be. But I think it's kind of cool that when you make a game, if that game can develop a fan base or like a loyal following who want to explore it further, it can have a longer life. Because I can imagine getting lost in a simple Flash game for hours, but you can't get lost in a YouTube video for hours. Yeah. So anyway, I want to. Ooh, okay. Dang it! Now what? I don't know if I'm doing everything in a super wrong order or something. Yeah. So. Can't make Flash games anymore, so I guess my question is, what platform should I use to make games? Because I don't want to waste my time on things that... Oh no! Alright, I'm going to refresh. I'm not going to get the win token this time because it's just not worth my effort, but you saw me get it, so you know it's possible, right? Okay, yeah. I'm sure there's a faster way, but I just haven't figured it out yet. Anyway, what platform should I make games in? I know that Unity is pretty popular. Oh, this will protect me when I go in the other direction. Because now I can like use that pillow or whatever it is to block my head collision with the spikes. I find that like that was a mechanic I didn't intend to be used a lot in the game design, but it shows up a lot. Like it's happening here, it happens in like level 9, and there's a few other places as well. Go! That did not work. Okay, that didn't work. Anyway, so to make new games, I should learn Unity or Godot or Unreal Engine. I don't really know. See, I'm not an expert anymore. I'm kind of starting at square one. Go! Okay, yeah, so there's this, and then switch the direction, and then go here. So, oh, what? Okay, that's kind of crazy that it was... Oh, okay. You saw how much I struggled to get Toon across? Wait, I don't know if this makes it easier or not. I'm not sure, actually. But either way, yeah, I gotta learn new stuff if I want to make games again, but I still want to. The other thing I wanted to say is, like, I'm definitely floundering and experimenting with this level right now, But I know that other people have been speedrunning this game, which I think is quite inspiring. Where's the pillow? The pillow's over here. No, 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 no. No. That's not the right thing to do. Okay, match, you need to get... Okay. Book, flip this, match, come back. That did not work. Okay, so now, match, you flip the switch, and then book, you can go to the other side, then come back, and then flip the blue switch again. Yeah, so I think it's really cool that people are still speedrunning 5B, which also goes to what I was saying about having a long lifespan. And Meester Tweester just got it under 17 minutes. He played through the 53 levels of 5B in 17 minutes, under 17 minutes for the first time. And then there's also some other people who are speedrunning it as well. I forget their names. Sorry about you guys. Yeah, so, oh my god, what the? Seriously? I should just refresh at this point. Yeah, I'm going to refresh. We're going to have a clean run here. This is the clean way to do it. Clean, clean. Clean, 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 clean. Okay, so we flip the direction. Then we go boom, boom, boom. Now I'll bring match over to flip the switch. Yeah, another thing I mentioned last time that I want to say again is I made a partial level editor for 5B. There we go. Okay, now book should come down this way. She died, whatever. This smart safe. I made a partial level editor in 5B, and I wanted that to become, a staple, a hallmark of 5B experiences, is having fun and like goofing off with the level editor and making your own levels with friends and all that, so that you could explore more creativity. Well, I knew this would kind of happen, but the level editor was never finished, and I also never had much experience with kind of online internet database retrieval stuff, so I knew it was going to be hard to have a place for people to share their levels in a marketplace. So because I knew that we might never have a level editor, I wanted the main game's levels to sort of take the game mechanics and display them in every possible configuration, to kind of milk them for what they're worth. And the reason I'm kind of like, oh, it's kind of hot right now. Well, whatever, I'm going to finish this. The reason why that's a shame is because if and when I do release a level editor in the future, there's kind of less space for people to create original levels when I've already created like 10 different variations of the hand-powered recovery center mechanism. Like the level called Checkpoint, I think is a very clever way of using match and the 2 HPRC pieces, but it would be even cooler if I didn't announce that at all anywhere and someone just created that in a level editor and then showed me, and I was like, wow, you invented something new. So stuff like that can't really exist anymore. Well, I was going to say, there's always new ways to be creative. There will always be new levels that people come up with that I could have never imagined before, which is kind of the beauty of crowdsourcing stuff. So it's not all doom and gloom. Oh, I still need to get the... What am I doing? I need to get the pillow. Or whatever it is. I know it's really light, so I'm going to restart again. Yeah, so I wish I had left a little more room for level editor creator people, but there's still lots of room left. So Flash is dead, so like 5B in this environment will never quite exist, or like it'll never flourish here, and I probably won't ever update the Flash version again, but a new version might exist in some other space. I'm kind of repeating myself now. Okay, so match needs to flip the switch. This level's so confusing. I think for other levels I was able to kind of have trains of thought while playing it, but this one I really can't. Okay, so now, no, I'll just leave this here because I'll need it later. But in the meantime, I gotta flip the blue switch. Oh my god. God, why does that keep happening? I gotta jump later. Yeah, so I think if I recreated this game in a different environment, it would also give me a chance to kind of fix all these weird hiccups and problems with the game. Like the physics of this game I'm really pleased with because it doesn't cause that many problems. Oh, I did it again. Dang it. Okay. You know, I'm gonna restart. Okay. This time it's for real. Yeah, so there are some levels where it's just like I'll put spikes in a random spot for no reason, which doesn't make it any more fun. So if I were to remake it, I'd find a way to like only include spikes that improve the level quality. Like the level design should be like everything should be there for a purpose. Okay, so first thing is I'm gonna get the pillow. Nope, died. I died. Oh, I like how this little compartment was designed so that both book and match could enter. Like book enters from the sides and match enters from the top, but the HP or C pieces can't leave or enter. It's like the compartment is only permeable to things that are 2 or less tall or 1 or less wide. That's kind of hard to say, but that's the truth. Okay, so I need to get the pillow and then fall down. That wasn't successful. Yeah, so in the same vein as I was saying earlier, jumps that are purely kind of puzzle jumps, like figuring out which way the conveyor belt should go so that you can maximize your jump length to give you access to a new place, those should never be the frame perfect jumps that make it really hard, like Super Meat Boy or something. I feel like those are two different goals or two different skills that you're training. You know, your brain thinking skills and then your dexterity finger timing skills. And I feel like too many puzzles in 5B relied on both to be really, really good. So I think if I were to try to put an emphasis on the puzzle platformer side of things, I would give you a lot more leeway with these jumps. So that, you know, you still have to do the, like, perform the, okay, Match needs to flip the switch. You still need to perform all of the kind of actions, like, oh, we got to flip the switch now so that you have the ability to come back. But it wouldn't be so frame perfect, like, you know, you could afford to be a split second later on your jump. Okay, there, good. Now I flip the switch again and then everyone can cross. Okay, I have probably spent more time playing this level in the last hour than I have spent playing any 5B level, because I got tuned twice. The first time you didn't see it because that was in a previous take. Whoa, Ice Cube is so fast. She just runs all over the place. Zip, zip, zip. Okay, I'm not getting that win token. Okay, if I press left after falling, there's no way I can die from that. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Okay, then I do this, then now I gotta carry the pillow. Get out of here, Match. Out of here. Pick up the pillow. Pick up the pillow. There we go. Yeah, I also like how Book's holding position seems to work well no matter what object she's holding. So like even though her hands are a fixed distance apart, it seems to work for wide objects and narrow objects just by coincidence. No, that's not supposed to happen, right? Or is it possible to get it back? Ugh, I threw it too far. Yeah, another thing that's very... Oh, I got it back. We're good. Another thing that's very finicky is how far you throw objects when you press up. I think if I were to make a second version, it wouldn't be super... not mysterious, but like it's hard to indicate how far something will be thrown before you actually press it. Oh, we're done. Done with that one. Oh, this is another one of those levels where I was thinking, you know, the game mechanics allow for this really interesting level design that could be created in a level editor, which would be super cool if someone else did it. But then I decided to do it just because, you know, I wanted to show off everything that you could design. So other people ended up not being able to design it, but not really a problem. I mean, we haven't even introduced all the other characters. There's still only 3, so like other powers from other characters could introduce way more different level designs and quirks. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, let me just flip. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, if there are ever more than 3 characters, I need to have a better way to switch characters than just Z and cycling through, because it takes forever. Where am I going? What am I doing? Why am I trying to get here? Oh, right. I need a match to catch on fire. Yeah, so this like catching on fire design or mechanic, since it was introduced so late in the game, I feel like there wasn't really time to... Oh, I don't want to burn book. There's like a lot more cool things you could do with it. So here you go. Boop. Yeah, killer. So that's a good thing. And, you know, other characters introduced in the future might not be able to burn on fire at all, like Ruby or anything made of metal. Well, I guess metal can burn, but yeah. Oh, okay, that's it. We can finish the level. This is actually a pretty short level, which is good because it shows one concept and it doesn't add any bells or whistles to it. Like, that's it, which I guess is good. This level is kind of just... I don't know what to call it besides something you show in the trailers. Like, it's not impressive to look at, but it's supposed to be pretty, and it's supposed to make you think of the larger world in general. Oh no. Yeah, I knew Ice Cube would be the hardest here. I'm actually really pleased with how physics work with water, just given that I can imagine things getting really nasty with gravity. I didn't code this in the most realistic way. Like, I made it so that... Okay, that wasn't good. I made it so that objects that weighed less literally fell slower, which is not true. It should be like, you know, g equals 9.8 meters per second squared should be true for everyone, and then you can take into account air friction and all that to slow it down. But if you don't do something similar to reality, you can end up with weird quirks, like if Book holds a box and they fall, it will fall faster if she's holding on to the box than if she lets go to the box, even though it's the same objects falling, and even though the action of her letting go of the box shouldn't change the mass of what's falling. So weird quirks like that are what happen when you try to avoid realism. And I think realism can approach, there we go, pretty much anything you want to simulate in the real world. With that being said, I think, yeah, like I already said, I'm just pleased that the characters can swim in water and it looks pretty good, like what you'd expect. And also that objects can float in the water. Let me see if I can demonstrate what I mean about like things kind of seeming unrealistic. If I pick up a second box and I throw it on top of the first box, I think it will sink. Okay, actually that's not too unrealistic. Like maybe the friction is 0.5, but you can see like the bottom box is like vibrating, and that's because as soon as they connect, then the, I guess, density of the boxes goes up above the water level, so then the rate at which they fall goes like downward, and then they fall, and then once they fall, then like the buoyancy of the water separates them again. So it's kind of in this weird state where they're like, as a combined body, their density is different than as separate bodies, which is just weird. And also, I would imagine that if I opened up a level editor to the public, I would get more levels like this, which are like artsy instead of game mechanic-y or puzzly, because it's like way easier to pump out artsy ones like this. Oh, see, that's kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. Weird activity. Yeah. Oh my god, it's Waffle. Waffle's back. Die. Yeah, that's what you get. Yeah. So, I was thinking it might be fun to try to speedrun this game and try to beat Mr. Twister, but I also think that I've already struggled so much through this game. How can I handle any more? Okay, how do I get across this? Okay, I forget if Waffle here is necessary for anything. You know what, I'll just throw Book across. There, that was clean. I have to say that one of the most satisfying things about this game is the act of holding someone, jumping, and then tossing. That's really satisfying. Also, the act of finishing a level is pretty satisfying because of the way it vibrates. Even though that wasn't intended, I only added that like kind of weird, like shaky effect because I think some other game that I really liked back then had a weird warping effect. Well, Book did the switch, but then died in the process, which isn't what we want. It had a warping screen effect that I liked and I wanted to replicate, but I just wasn't good enough at coding or Flash to know how to do that. a lot of this game comes down to like inspirational games that I wanted to replicate, and I wanted to have a reason to make a game like it. So one of the biggest inspirations was definitely VVVVVV, which I'm sure a lot of you know about, which is a game that's like a platformer, except you don't jump, you change the direction of gravity. Or, wait, I forget, do you? Yeah, you press space to change the direction of gravity. And I liked it because it was such an open world, but, you know, the screen was always really close in, so it felt like a traditional platformer, but it was still a very open world. And I think you can see a lot of similarities here. Okay, what? Why was it so easy the first time and not anymore? No, I need to have more horizontal velocity. Like, what? What? Okay. There we go. Okay, now this part is a little weird. I think if I keep book on the left side of this platform, I can pretend like the right spike monster on the right doesn't exist. Go! Okay, that was easy. That was easier than I thought it would be. Match can just run along the top. Or I don't want Match to burn the other guys, so gotta be careful. Now Ice Cube is gonna be the scariest because she can't touch the fire at all. Well, she can for an extremely short period of time. Whoa! Oh, that was easy. Okay, now I think she can just finish this off in one jump. Yup, did it. Okay. Those things scare me. I remember designing these last few levels and feeling like these just weren't up to par with the ones before it. And the reason I felt that way is because all the levels before these last few, I had a laundry list of concepts I wanted to try. And so when I was super eager to try concept, 38, or like, have the HPRC sitting in a little box in the corner, it's super easy to design a level with passion and make it kind of come together really well. Oh, that was good. That was a good run. But then I think when I got to this point, I knew that I just had to add more levels before I can introduce a fourth character, because you can't have too many characters introduced at once, and so this is kind of filling up space. Like, I don't think this introduces any new concepts, which is fine. I think certain portions of games should just kind of add weight and volume to portions so that they take longer. It's not filler, but it's a way to get you feel like everything you have on your plate is familiar, and you only get familiarity with repetition. So yeah. Okay, so Match, I guess Match will just jump and wait here. And I don't know, just run across, and then Ice Cube will just run across as well. See, the act of everyone just running across is super uninteresting. Okay. Go, go, go. Ta-da. Oh, this one. Yeah, people noticed a pretty interesting trick, which I'm just gonna do the trick right now, but I'm not going to beat the level this way. If you just get everyone onto the other side of the onto the other side of the spike wall, and then wait for it to pass, then you have infinite time to beat the rest of this level, which I think is, one, clever that people figured this out, but two, a shame because I wanted the time constraint of this moving spike wall to make this level feel really intense. So if this game had a changing soundtrack, which was one of my dreams, this would be a level with the super percussive, action-y music. Yeah, unfortunately, I think back then it was like I could just use Kevin MacLeod's Incompetech music, or Michael provided me with this music, which is just the background of the 5B announcement video slowed down 8 times or something like that, something weird like that. But I feel like now I could ask people to make better music for this game that could really elicit the vibe, the atmosphere of each world that you're traveling in between. Anyway, you can see how this makes the level really boring. So I'm gonna play it again, but not using that constraint because I play things fairly, or I mean, without using that cheat. Okay, no, Ice Cube, I don't like you. We need to recover things. Okay, now we go. I forget what, I don't even remember what to do next. I guess we're gonna find out. What? All right, I'm gonna restart. Yeah, I don't even know what kind of, like if I was intending this game to be made for kids or not, because I think if you're maybe like 6 years old, you can't figure out how to beat these levels, and maybe that's something I should have considered. Oh, I think Ice Cube's the only person who can do this because she doesn't jump, or she's not as tall, so she can't jump as high. Okay, then I guess I'll just do the typical thing of throwing the producer across and then producing the other guy on the other side, and then throwing the crank side across. Okay, now producer goes across first. Producer, there. And then, oh, wow, okay, I didn't think it would be that fast, but okay. Where's the switch? Oh, the switch is over here. We gotta create book. Where's the switch? Isn't it right here? Oh god, I see it coming. Okay. There. Now we're in the clear, Now this last part is super annoying because I made it really slow, and you gotta make sure not to turn around too soon or else you lose all your progress. Oh god. Okay, come on. Go. Match, you next. Ice Cube is the fastest, so you can go last, but I don't know if we have enough time to make it. Oh, see that was an example of turning around too soon. Okay, we might not make it. Oh, but we're gonna try. Go. Oh no. Ah, okay, we're gonna have to try again. See, all this excitement wouldn't happen if you just stayed on the other side of the spike wall, and then you wouldn't have fun with it anymore. Yeah, Ice Cube's kind of useless for a while at the beginning. I like how Ice Cube, everyone is useful at some portion, because it means that like no one's skills are a pure subset of someone else's skills, if you know what I mean. So like there should always be an instance when you need one character. That's kind of like a way of making groups feel wanted. I don't need the HP or C at all anymore, right? Or maybe I do. Throw the producer across. This is kind of the standard. Throw the producer across, jump across, and then like, you know, die, have the other person recover you, blah. Okay. Woo, that was bad. Throw the producer across, die, recover. Throw the crank across. Ignore Ice Cube. That's an essential part of the step. Ignore Ice Cube. Okay. Now we recover Ice Cube. Now Ice Cube, you go across, flip the switch. No, that was dumb. Okay. Throw the producer across. Oh, back then I had a choice of who I could recover. I'll recover both of them, because I have to do it at some point. And then, I think I have to, wait, I don't understand. I have to do the throw the producer across thing again. I think I wasted too much time already. Okay, this saves time. You see, carrying them both across saves time. Now we just have book go this way. Okay, we'll get rid of this thing. I don't need it. Okay, that might be the first time I actually threw away the HP or C part. The HP or C parts can never be recovered, obviously, because they're the ones doing the recovering. So if you lose one of them, you're never getting it back. But in this case, I don't think there's a chance anyone's gonna die if I do this right. So it can go away. The cursor's in the screen. Let me get it out of the way. But first, oh, I don't think I'm gonna run out of time again. Oh, I don't know. Ice Cube. Okay, we have a little more extra time than before, so we should be good. Yeah, Ice Cube is just like really fast at running. She's almost as fast a runner as Needle, if you got the BFDIA 2 joke. And then this is the last level that I never updated. And I think it was this was created and posted online in February 2013. It's kind of crazy how much happened in a short time span. Hi people, I've been really busy lately, so I've only been able to create 3 levels. More levels coming soon. I'll upload them as soon as I create them. So some could be out tomorrow or in a week. I'm really sorry. I hope we can all understand. And then nothing happened. Radio silence for 7 years. Yeah. So that's kind of sad. There is a way to get over this wall, and it's like if you press jump, space, and Z in the right order, you can make it happen, but I'm just not good at that. But even if you get to the end, then you get to an undefined level, so it's not like you're gonna find any hidden treasure. But there we go. I finished 5B, or everything that there is to it, in 54 minutes and 47 seconds, although most of that is not on the screen, or not in this video, because I did it off screen. But now you know that 1, it's possible, and 2, I can do it. Yeah, so I think I kind of covered all the things I wanted to talk about. I think 5B as a modern 2020s game could be pretty nice, and it would be nice to also have this game happen not in the environment of Evil Leafy's innards, because it was always a weird scenario that like, oh, they're inside Evil Leafy, but they have to get out. But does that mean that we're seeing the inner linings of Leafy's stomach? That's kind of gross. So not saying that I didn't like that storyline, but yeah, you can see, oh, I'm so confused. Where am I? It would be refreshing to be able to tell a video game story without the constraints that it has to be inside of Evil Leafy. Also, it's kind of weird how there's this conveyor belt here. I remember it used to not be there, but then I added it there to do some testing because, you know, the first level is always super fast to access. So I thought, like, why not just put it in the first level so that I can, like, see it right away? And then I never removed it. So that's kind of weird. But, you know, these levels have not been edited in 6 years or something. So I feel like it would be a travesty to ever change them. I think the people who've been speedrunning them, you know, it's just not worth it. And if I am going to update it, I might as well update it all the way and just make a second version that doesn't really overlap with the first. So what you see here, it will always forever be the 2013 5B. Yeah. Minimum levels. Yeah, I remember I put this minimum deaths to complete level blah because I thought it'd be pretty cool to see speedrunners do a no deaths version of this game. In the same way that I saw someone speedrun VVV with 0 deaths, and people were saying that's so insane because there's some ridiculously hard sections in there. But to beat some levels of 5B, obviously you have to die. That's kind of part of the game mechanic, the hand-powered recovery centers. So the closest thing I could simulate to a no death run is a no unnecessary death run. So you can see that I died 203 times, but I only needed to die 24, so I really only messed up 179 times. Yeah, so that's the explanation for that. Okay, thanks for watching. I don't know, this is probably going to be the end of me recording myself playing 5B. So, like, unless I decide to speedrun it again, I don't really know what my plans are. This is super off the cuff. No agenda, no schedule written for me. I just decided to do this because I wanted to. And I think it's like, it holds up really well in my opinion compared to the other games I've made. I'm always shocked that this game is just as robust as it is, and it doesn't look that dated. And it came out in early 2013. If I just like look at the timeline of BFDI or the timeline of my life and development, that feels so early on that I'm surprised that this came out of that. You know, I could imagine this coming out in 2017 or you know, when I started to know more stuff about things and programming, but I think, I don't know if I'm just like tooting my own horn now, but I really like this game. I really like how well it stood the test of time and how people are still playing it. And I think it would be cool to see it have a future on some other platform. And I also think a goal of a newer BFDI game would be to get players into the game who weren't interested in BFDI originally. And in order to do that, it has to be a story that makes sense to someone who doesn't know anything about BFDI, and it's also going to have interesting game mechanics that are like understandable if you don't know BFDI. I'm kind of repeating myself, but I think the HPRC recovery mechanic is the strongest selling point of this game so far, and I'm sure other people have made lots of games around like moving the spawn point, but I really like the way I did it in 5B. I think it's like I'm pleased with myself. I'm not pleased with other things that have come out in the same time period, like BFDI A5C, worst episode ever. But I like this one. Okay, so I played the whole thing. Yeah, proud of me. Okay, look at those stats. You can put me on leaderboards now, except not really because you can't verify that I didn't just cheat and hack and inspect element these numbers to be different. Yeah, but it's already 7:08 p.m. It's still light outside. I guess that's what happens in June, because we're in June now. Happy Pride Month. Also, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm kind of just talking a lot. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.